Rell Cash, man. I'm here today with NoPlaysMissed. Man, y'all know I ain't missed the play all year, man. Let's get it.
Some niggas lose their life for this bag money. I know some niggas doing life for this bag money. I swear you had to have a price for this bag money. A lot of carrots in the ice, call it bag money.
Well, I want to say congratulations on the baby boy. How old is he now?
5 months, man.
5 months? That's what's happening, man. So, for the people, who is Rell Cash?
Man, I'm business owner, dope artist, father, you know what I mean, husband. You know, as real as it get, man. Ain't no sugarcoating nothing. Like, ain't no need to fabricate nothing. It just is what it is.
Heard you. Where you from?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Born and raised?
Born and raised.
What influenced you most growing up where you were from?
Everything around me, the environment, the people, my upbringing, everything I saw, everything I didn't see, everything I wanted, everything that I had. You know what I mean? Like I pulled from everything. So like my life experiences is just my motivation, period. You know what I'm saying? With everything I do, from the music to the business to being a father, you know what I'm saying? All of that. Like, just life experiences, my environment, period.
At what point in your life did you say, oh, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take off with the rap shit?
I think it had to be around maybe like 2011, 2012. Like I was always doing music. It was a hobby, but it was coming second to basketball. Like everybody knew me for basketball. I was on the low like rapping. And I just got to a point where it was like, what I'm gonna do? You know, am I gonna go this way with it or I'm gonna go this way with it? And shit, I just chose the basketball. I mean, I took the basketball, pushed it to the side, and was like, we gonna push it full steam ahead with the music. And that's where we at with it now, you know, 4 years, 5 years later. You know, we right where we wanna be with it.
How long you play basketball?
Man, from the time I can remember, high school, college, all of that. Won the ring in college, everything, bro.
So why invest all that time into basketball and choose music over basketball?
It was kind of just like a personal choice. You know what I mean? Like I had my ups and downs with basketball. Like I persevered through a lot of stuff that a lot of people probably wouldn't. But you know, it was just like, what do I want to do? I said I was gonna do both. You know what I mean? Just to be real with you, like I'm gonna do both regardless. Yeah. Me doing both of them really just. It's just a stamp on, you know, like, if you got a dream, you can be whatever you want to be. So it's all a matter of sticking to my word and doing what I set out to do. Just at the end of the day, like, it ain't nothing, no funny style, no sugarcoating, bro. Like, I said I was going to do that shit, I'm going to do it.
Because I know everybody think hoopers should stay in their lane, but right now you kind of proving everybody wrong. And you got a strong support system. How you get everybody to be on the same page?
Man, you gotta... The toughest thing about getting people to stay on the same page with you is you got to understand that everybody not going to see the vision. So if you go into it like that, you going to understand like, okay, this person not going to get it, this person not going to get it when they show you the signs. Like if you squeeze an orange right now, you ain't going to get apple juice from it.
Right.
So if you don't got unfair expectations, you already going to know what it is. You just got to be real with yourself. And so once you know, give people the little tidbits of what the vision is and what the vision, all that it entail, then people gonna start showing you the signs on if they really rocking with it or if they not. And at that point, you know what I'm saying, you clean your circle up and you keep what's working, you keep what's not. And you move, I mean, you do away with what's not and you move forward like that. And I did just like that, bro. Like it wasn't hard, it was simple. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of a process of elimination.
Exactly.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Like people gonna eliminate themselves. You just gotta pay attention to the signs.
Okay, you said you played college basketball. What, you started playing basketball in high school and in Milwaukee, or?
I played basketball my whole life in Milwaukee from as far back as I can remember.
You played varsity?
I played everything as a freshman. I suited up varsity as a freshman. I don't think I got no games though. Played a couple JV games. Coming out of 8th grade, I was top 25 in the state of Wisconsin.
What school you went to? What high school you ended up going to?
Milwaukee Bayview.
Milwaukee Bayview. Then you end up going to college. Am I correct? Where you go play college at?
My first school was Bethel University in Tennessee. It was NAIA Division I. From there, I transferred to Alabama A&M. It was NCAA Division I. Ran into like some compliance stuff right there because of my transfer, and so to save my eligibility, I transferred to NCAA Division II school, Tuskegee University. That's where I finished that.
Okay, and you say you also y'all won a ring there, correct?
Yeah.
Did you start?
Yeah.
What was your average?
I think I finished up career there like around like 13, 4 or 5, something like that.
And y'all won a ring?
Won the ring. They was 8-20 the year before I came. We was 21-10.
Damn.
First championship in 30 years. First national tournament appearance ever.
So what made you say you left the D1s to go to the D2? You said it was a transcript situation going on?
I left Bethel because like it was like no knock against, in NAIA basketball, but just kind of like hit or miss. You know what I'm saying? Like I done seen some dudes that came through there that had work. I also seen some dudes that came through there was like, you know what I'm saying? It's a walk in the park. So after my sophomore year, I was just like, I really want to be challenged on the highest level I can get. So that's why I transferred to Alabama A&M. And so I didn't even get a chance to suit up there. I did my red shirt year, and then we ran into some compliance stuff with my transfer credit. So the only reason why I left was because if I stayed, I only would have had like a year or some shit like that. It was crazy. So to save my eligibility, I could have went back down to NAIA, either Division I or Division II, or NCAA Division II. So that's what I did.
Right. How many projects do you have out right now?
I think 1, 2, 3, 4.
And that's like what? One trending topic, 2, 5, 6, 6. Mr. Lot Report.
Yeah,
I mean, the Microlight Report, and then the Trap Cash.
Yeah. And then we got Trap Cash 2 on the way.
The Microlight Report. How did you end up doing that? What made you specify on him?
I was sitting at the crib and I was watching American Greed, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see the little episode with him, so I'm like, damn.
He was on there.
Yeah, he got a whole like little episode. So
he got a whole episode on American Greed.
Yeah, on American Greed. It was like what, MSNBC, something like that, whatever the channel is. So long story short, like I saw the episode, and being that I left Milwaukee and went to school in Tennessee and was around Nashville and was around Memphis Tough. You know what I'm saying? The first thing people think about Milwaukee is they think we country. They think we out here on farms and all that type of stuff. Same thing in Alabama. So it was like, this was a way for me to push to the forefront of what really go on in Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like how Jay-Z did with American Gangster and Frank Lucas. So I was like, I could make it a little more personal. So like, I really just broke down the episode and kind of just took from his whole situation what I could directly relate to. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm listening and I'm watching. I'm like, it's a lot of stuff that, that I done seen, I done been around, I did myself that, I could use to bring Milwaukee to the forefront. So it's a great project. I wanted to keep it all the way Milwaukee. So I had DJ Banger from the city. He hosted it. I had the opportunity to get a couple other DJs from different places or whatever, just people that I networked and support over the years. But I wanted to push Milwaukee to the front, bro. So that's how we did it.
Trying to keep your inner circle.
Yeah, it was lit. You know what I'm saying? Milwaukee, everything.
So that's 1 out of 4 mixtapes. 2566. You said that was your address.
Yeah, that was my address.
Okay, so that's pretty much telling like all your hood stories, huh?
Yeah.
All the stories that happen in the hood.
Yeah. Real personal joints on there. Real personal joint.
Man, you got people fiending for this Trap Cash too. I see you did a listening party in Chicago.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was dope, man. We basically got like 30 joints that we put together with Trap Cash 2 in mind. So we narrowed it down till about 12 because we only want to do 12 to 14. And so we put 12 together and we did a private session. So we had a producer from Fox Sports Network, Big Ten Network, editor, writer at blogger from Karen Civil there.
I seen that. How you established that relationship with Karen Civil?
Bro, when we dropped the first single to Trap Cash 2, which was Bag Money last January, it got picked up. And so, like, we just, as a token of appreciation, because I don't really think people understand how big that was. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I know what that is, bless you. I know what it was. A few other people might know how big it was, but I don't think especially Milwaukee, like I don't really think they understood like really what that was, you know what I'm saying, and how influential she is.
Right.
So
to the culture.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She the person behind a lot of what's going on in the industry right now, you know what I'm saying, top to bottom. So when we caught the look, I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like I get a FaceTime like, bro, you about to be on Karen Civil. I'm like, yeah, alright, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't even paying attention. And somebody that I knew him. And so it was just like, yo, this your man's right, like Karen just hit me, I gotta, like, oh shit. So, you know, we just kept the relationship open from that point. Like, I went to the shop, I met him, sat down with him, you know what I'm saying, passed him some merch, bought him some drink, you know what I'm saying, just showing him love, cause like, bro, he ain't have to, I just look at it like that, like fam ain't gotta do that, it's a million niggas out here that rap, you know what I'm saying, it's a million niggas in his backyard, he from Chicago, you know what I'm saying, so, yeah, he showed love, and so just in turn, you know what I'm saying, I just wanted to reciprocate as best as I could. So I put him together, the producer. We had a couple DJs, a couple radio personalities over there that I did interviews with over the years, like we'd do the little press runs or whatever. So we just put them all in the same room, played a couple of the videos that we already got, because we got everything in the tuck. We ready to bomb. We just was trying to get everything, you know, as far as the plan of pushing in, the plan of execution together before we put everything out. So we just wanted their feedback. It was great, bro. Like, everybody liked, you know what I'm saying, what they heard, what they saw. Everybody gave their feedback, their critiques, you know what I'm saying? And that gave us the little time to go back and tweak what we feel like we needed to tweak based on the responses we got. And we just want to give the people the best product we can, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like everybody should do that.
Period.
Sometimes, like, bro, you got to step outside your comfort zone, like, to be real with you. Like, your homies is not your fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real. Like, a lot of times the closest niggas to you, they ain't going to keep it all the way 100 with you. Like, they'll sit there and be like, yeah, bro, that's cold. It could be weak as hell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they telling you that. So, you just kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't really lean on that word. You feel me? Get some people in the building that's going to have that unbiased ear.
Right, facts. Anybody you want to work with locally, either in Milwaukee, Chicago, or Alabama, where you spent a majority of your time, or Atlanta?
To be honest with you, I probably would say the people that I want to work with right now, like on the local level, got to be a couple people out the city, like, and that's just from me being home a lot. Like this last year, I really was in Milwaukee a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like I know, cause bro, it got crazy for a minute. Like when I slide, I slide. Like it seemed like last year I was in Atlanta like every month. If I wasn't in Atlanta, I was in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I really couldn't keep up with what was going on, but I really had my ear to the street. In this last like 8 months to a year, when I really was just sitting down in Milwaukee a lot. So I like what the producer Amazing doing. I want to work with bro. I like what Tay Love got going on. I want to work with bro. I worked with Mello. That was the second single that we got off Trap Cash 2, Get Him Off. I worked with him for that. And as far as artists, bro, it's a lot of people doing their thing right now. The Twins doing their thing. Reggie Bonds doing his thing. Chicken doing this thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm happy. I'm happy that these artists is going crazy right now. I would like to see them get a little more knowledgeable of what needs to be done in order for them to make a real push. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Instead of just staying Milwaukee,
just having this local fame. You know what I'm saying? Because if you really bust it down and you really get to the business side of it, like, look at the numbers. Like, you got an artist like Chicken, and this ain't no diss to nobody. But if you doing 400,000 just off Milwaukee alone with no reach outside the city,
leave.
You don't even gotta leave. You gotta figure out how to monetize that. Like, bro, you supposed to be getting a check from YouTube for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, another thing too, you got Amazing, Mello, Tay Love, or whoever making these beats for you or whatever. You going crazy. You sending shit up with it. Stop just cashing them out for these leases, bro. Get the exclusive rights to the beats so that you can really do your thing with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, get YouTube to cut you a check. Get SoundCloud to cut you a check.
Okay, you got, man, right now you got 2,500 views for your song Get 'Em Off.
$1,600 pops, what you trap like? $1,500 flips, what you stack like? 50 rounds in the drum, what you strap like?
My whole formula behind that record was kind of dope to me, at least. the Detroit and Milwaukee Sound is synonymous. I don't know who started it or whatever. I don't even want to get into all of that. You know what I'm saying? But the reality behind it all is T Grizzly just pushed it to the forefront with the, you know what I'm saying, with what he got going on. And so, as with anything, when the world hears something new, a wave is going to follow that. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm looking at the Milwaukee scene, and I'm seeing certain artists got the numbers on the local scene. I don't got the numbers on the local scene, but I got the resources outside of the city to push this farther than they do, at least for right now.
Speaking of Get It Off, been getting a lot of radio spin on V100.
Yeah, I just peeped. I was on there the other day. I ain't even know.
I think you got a hit with this one?
I think I got a hit with this one. I do.
I see you got a lot of overseas fans as well.
Oh yeah, I'm getting a lot of love overseas. A lot of love overseas. You know what I'm saying? You put your ear to the street with this shit, bro. Like, you gonna see that. That's where the money really at.
Overseas?
Yeah, like we just had to. It seemed like every time I put a date out on the project, bro, something else happened. We put a date out, no lie, and then last month we was in the meeting because we can lock in a tour in France in like May, June, something like that. So, you know, it's like, damn, you feel me? Like, we come back to the drawing board. It's like, okay, we thought we was gonna push to this market right here, to these publications and lock in all of this, but now we just realized we got a lot of love over there, so we got to figure out how we can incorporate them into everything else we trying to do. So, you know, you mentioned how Trap Cash 2 is, you know what I'm saying, people waiting on it. Like, it's reasons like that it ain't been out yet. Every time we think we about to drop, bro, like, we get hit with something positive, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, now how can we incorporate this into what we already foreshadow, like we already brainstormed.
Right.
But you could, you know what I'm saying? Like, we on 41 stations in the States. We in Canada, Tokyo, Japan, 3 times a day each country. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think on them 41 stations, we like in between 3 and 5 spins every day. I own the rights to the beat, bro. Like I said, like, that's a check coming, my nigga. Like, I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, we alright. We finna be straight, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you can get a check off this shit, bro, you moving in the right direction. It's all about making yourself hot. If you know what you're doing, you can do it.
Who do people compare you to most? Do you get Cameron a lot?
I used to.
Used to?
Yeah, I used to. And I think that was kind of like, because Killer was like one of my favorite rappers. Like, I messed with the Dips heavy. Killer was my nigga. Okay. I used to listen to him all the time, to the point where I had to stop listening to him because I felt like I was drawing too many comparisons to him. So now I think the most I'm being compared to as far as like music, like delivery, style, Dave East.
Dave East.
Still, like, every now and then somebody may hit me with like a Nas comparison, a Fab comparison. A chick start calling me Meek Rell. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but them like the most common. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of them right there. So, all of them great though. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's what you, good comparison. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's what you hearing when you hearing me, like, I gotta be doing something right.
So, if Dipset came with the whole situation for you to sign, would you sign with him?
To be honest with you, with everything that we got lined up, I don't think I would sign with nobody right now. If we was talking maybe this time last year, it'd be a different situation. Right now, I sit down and entertain it. It got to be something real spectacular to make me say, all right, we gonna do this. Now though,
I see y'all repping Gin hard. What does that mean? What is Gin? Gin is Get It Now? Yeah. That's a group. That's a music group.
Music group label, yeah.
How y'all come up with Get It Now?
I said that shit in the bar like 5 years ago, and it just kind of, we was drinking gin, bro. We used to go crazy on the gin. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got 6 niggas in the trap, bro. Everybody trying to get their money, put their money together. Everybody trying to figure out how everybody finna eat. And niggas over here, they smoke. I wasn't smoking. So it was like, all right, they done figured out how they was gonna eat and get their blunts and they smoke. And I'm over here like, all right, bro, so who trying to drink? You know what I'm saying? It was like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Come on, let's go grab this gin. Like, we sipping, and it just came like I flipped it like that. I think I said something like, I'm a GIN boy, yeah, I get it now. And it just kind of like, we ran with it.
You said that was about 6 years ago?
Something like that.
That's when you first released your first video? Around then?
It was around that time, because I think whatever song I said it on was on Trending Topic.
Okay.
I want to say it was the intro.
How you think your flow and style has changed since then?
I think it definitely progressed. You know what I'm saying? I listened to a lot of my old stuff, like, bro, I sounded terrible. I was at, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, like in anything that you do, the more you do it, you're gonna get better at it.
Yeah.
And then as you grow, everything that you do is supposed to grow and mature and progress and all that too. So
consistency.
Yeah. One of the hardest decisions I probably had to make in life. You just got here, bro. You ain't have to make no choices yet. Probably just figuring out, you know what I'm saying, if I was gonna really push, if I really was gonna keep pursuing basketball, or was I gonna push forward towards the music? You know what I'm saying? Because I had a lot of people that was just like expecting me to go the basketball route, and so when I jumped into the music, everybody was looking like, bro, what you doing? It's kind of like I started all over. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to start from square one. I was already established to a certain degree right there. I was basically right there. You know what I'm saying? I signed a contract and everything. My agent was on some bogus shit or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? I was right there. Like, that's how close niggas was to it. You feel me?
Signed a contract to go overseas?
Yeah. Signed a contract to go overseas in like 2012. I was supposed to go to Dubai. $7,500 a month, 2 seasons, $350.
What happened?
My agent was trying to crack me for some chicken before I even left. And so we basically got into it behind that, and it just was what it was from there. From there, I had the same team offer me two summers in a row. Bradford Dragons team out the UK. They in the EBL. They ain't really had no money like that, like, you know. So it was just like, man, whatever. You feel me? So that probably was the hardest decision I had to make. Toughest time, I'll say from like 2009, 2010, early 2011 was probably the roughest time, bro. It was my cousin died in a car accident. 2-3 weeks later, another cousin passed. A month or two later, my auntie passed. All the while, my grandmother's sick. My grandmother was like my father. And so the morning of the conference tournament, my grandmother died. Next day, we won a championship.
Motivation.
Yeah, it was. We lost in the national tournament because I came to the crib, bro. Like, I couldn't, that shit fucked me up. If I would have just stuck with my first mind and not came to the crib for the funeral or whatever and just, you know what I'm saying, like, came to grips with it on my own, it would have been a different story. But, like, once I seen her, it was like, I didn't even want to go down there. You know what I'm saying? I had to, like, my coach had to call my moms, my uncle, my grandfather. I didn't even know he knew all of their numbers.
Right.
But they had to, like, squad together and really just sit me down, like, man, come and play, because I knew I was dead to him at that time. So mentally, when I showed up to the national tournament, I was done. But that whole little time frame right there, having to go through all that, that probably was the toughest thing that I went through in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you did some jail time around that time too, didn't you?
Yeah, I went to jail probably like a year or two after that.
You did what, like a couple months?
I was gone for 4 months. I lost the whole summer.
Came home, stayed down, and a couple years later, you was giving out turkeys for Thanksgiving, huh?
Yeah, my reasoning for being from 38th and Clark is totally different from a lot of people that, you know, I grew up with and everything like that. My grandparents bought that house back in the 70s when black people was able to migrate from the east side of Milwaukee to the north. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was a move that you was established. You had a little bit of money and all that type of stuff. The neighborhood turned into something different, you know, from when my mother grew up there to when I grew up in there. So, you know, it took a turn for the worse, basically. So, you know what I'm saying? I grew up with and seeing everybody hustling on them blocks, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did what I did around that way, but I never seen nobody give back. And so I just woke up one day, like, thinking, like, bro, I know how much bread y'all are making, and nobody never came and knocked on no door. Like, you never gonna know somebody's situation until you know what I'm saying, you holla at them.
Right.
And lo and behold, bro, like, that's really what it was. Like, if somebody would have came and knocked on our door, my grandmother would have been like, You know, no thank you, baby. Go knock on somebody else's door, get that to somebody that need it. We good.
Right.
But you never gonna know until you knock on the door. And when I did it that year, bro, it was a lady that was running from me. She really thought that I was on, you know what I'm saying, something totally different. But it was a car full of dudes in front of the crib that knew her and was like, man, I told him what I had going on. He was like, man, go knock on that lady's door, man. She got 5 boys in there. It's just her. She need that. You know what I'm saying? I gave it to her, like talked to her through the door, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of calmed her down, let her know what I was trying to do. And that lady came outside, bro, gave me the biggest hug ever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I had another dude come out the crib like, dawg, you one of the realest niggas ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know what you can do for people, bro. So I didn't get a chance to do it and it hurt. The reason why I didn't is because I got a whole lot going on right now. I'm about to move to Atlanta in 2 weeks. And so around that same time, I had just found the crib. I just cashed out, you know what I'm saying? So I can make sure everything was straight for when me and my family get down there. It was like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really want to take away from that, but you know what I'm saying? It was too much that was going on. But I know next year though, I'm doing something way bigger. I think I'm gonna do Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Heard you. I see you got the FG chain on. What does that stand? What does FG stand for?
It's Suicide Fly Gang. That's what everything. The suicide at the top. This, man, is like a trophy.
Was that a gift?
This was a gift. Me and my cousin, you know what I'm saying, Raja Adorn, House of Raja Adorn. I see everybody in the city, y'all trying to get fly with cuz, you know what I'm saying? That's my cousin. We brainstormed all of this, bro. We put all of this on paper years ago. And this was the first crew, clique, whatever you want to call it. This was actually, the wings and everything was actually on the first t-shirt.
Okay.
And so when I got locked up, that's when the chain came. When I came home to it.
Came home to it. What would your estimate cost be for independent artists for startup?
It all depends on what you're trying to do. You need 2 things. And this is any business structure, any company structure, bro. You need 2 things. You need capital and you need resources. You can get far with you can't get too far without no chicken, period. You gotta have something to bring to the table. This person could be whoever he could be. He could be Lenny Yes, he could be Hove, he could be whatever. He only gonna mess with you, bro, to a certain degree if you don't have capital. The capital can be pushed behind the video, behind the song, behind PR, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta have resources and you gotta have capital. Now the type of resources that you have, your network, and how tough they mess with you, that's gonna determine the dollar amount. So the dollar amount vary, you know what I'm saying? And then what worked for you? Like, what do you wanna do? What type of artist, what type of response do you wanna get and all of that? Like, that all factor into how much you gonna need to spend. But you gonna need something, you know what I'm saying? Like, you honestly cheating yourself if you just want to create music and put it on YouTube and all that and just wait for somebody to come scoop you.
Right. What do you think your best attributes are as an artist?
Authenticity. I think in this day and age, like, you know, just all across the board, like when you look at the music scene, like the indie scene is really where you want to be. And a lot of these indie artists is, you know what I'm saying, coming from what they talking about. Like, I done been around, you know what I'm saying, a good number of these dudes running in the same circles. And when you could give somebody a chapter of your life or just a tidbit of your life, and you relating to them, like, bro, that's golden. You can't get away from, you know what I'm saying, a nostalgic feeling. You can't never get away from that, bro. If somebody telling a story and they could be from Alaska and you went through it right here in the mill, like, bro, that's next to none. Like, that's more precious than gold damn near.
Right.
So I kind of pride myself on that. Like, I know I ain't the only person that went through the things that I went through. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think just as being from Milwaukee, like, we conditioned for the struggle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you listen to a lot of the artists in the city, like, we struggle rap. You know what I'm saying? No matter how it's delivered or whatever, it's all struggle bars.
Motivation.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, we really coming from nothing. And so I'm glad to see that, but I feel like that's probably my greatest attribute, bro. Like, I'm genuine. Like, I ain't lying. If you hear me talking about the chain, I got it on. I might not got it on when you see me all the time, you know what I'm saying? Because it don't flick with the fit.
What keeps you balanced? in life?
Just staying humble, bro. Staying true to where you come from and what you believe in. Standing on morals, values, and principles. Like, I feel that on the journey that I'm embarking on, it's certain things that's gonna come my way, like the cars, the jewelry, all that type of stuff. Like the females, like, bro, I went to school in different states. I was the man, you know what I'm saying? I had my share of the baddest joints that was around. I had a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was riding pretty good, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I ain't really intrigued by all of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just stay grounded and keep the people around me that's gonna keep me grounded. You know what I'm saying? Like, the niggas that's around me, like, dude right here ain't gonna let me slip.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how we rock it.
What can they search you under to find your music or get more details on you?
Rell Cash Music on every social media platform. Rell Cash Music on SoundCloud. Get 'Em Off. That's the single we pushing right now. You can find that on every digital platform. Yeah, man, that's how we coming. We following up. We got Cash Over Everything dropping soon. Trap Cash 2 coming in the spring, man.
Man, can we get something exclusive off the Trap Cash 2 real quick?
Man.
I just need a quick little you dig.
Man.
See how you coming.
What you want the song or you want a verse or something?
I want a little verse, you know what I'm saying? Just spit something hot.
I just gave niggas some niggas hate I'm in the game. We was in the bleachers. We ain't never been stained. Niggas can't bleach us. OG keep me hot. Niggas can't reach us, but never fucking up the count. Shout out to the teacher. Yeah, man. You coming with it.